Hello and welcome everybody. Welcome to Weighted to Win. We're looking forward to today's meeting, a trip to KwaZulu-Natal. Just a reminder that we have got various social media platforms that we'd love to engage with you. Obviously, it's all about improving the product, and hopefully we can find you a few winners at today's meeting. I've got Daryl Marie as my guest, and I'm going to jump straight into it and introduce him. Dar, thank you very much. I know that we've been looking forward to this. There has been that change from Hollywoodbets Scottsville to Hollywoodbets Greyville, and you got a bit more news on the pen reading?
Yes, so the pen's currently, I think, 24, and the coin's been posted as good to soft. I look forward to previewing this meeting because we haven't been here in a while.
Yeah, look, I mean, that's one of those things, and we've had to stay up a bit longer to do the studying. Obviously, with that change coming through, a media release came through that they have moved from Hollywoodbets Scottsville to Hollywoodbets Greyville, and we're on the turf. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into it. I like to give you some sort of a guide as to what's happening in terms of the fixed odds betting. This you need to monitor right up until they start loading. So having a look at this first race, the favourite at about 5-2 is number 10, Storm's Power. The 3, Willow Creek, has gone 28-10, and it's 11-2 and better bar those. All right, so I'm going to go straight over to Daryl Marie. Daryl, this horse in the first, 5-2, Storm's Power. Bet, no bet?
I don't know about the first timer, Willow Creek, that's number 3. What's interesting over here is Keegan DeMello, who has ridden Guest Getrix in the past and rides for Ellison Wright. Now takes the ride on the first timer. Follow the market. I'm sure the stable's keen to bounce back after yesterday's below par day. I mean, they set their standards high. Excuse me, Brandon. So watch the market with regards to Willow Creek. Storm Power, in her later start, she improved. That was on the turf over the course and distance, and she pulled well clear of the balance of the field. So she is on form, my first pick.
All right, lovely. What we're going to do is jump straight into selections. Let's go and see what we're going to do in terms of selections being the first race. It is an 8-race program, which means the bar pot starts at 12:30. Daryl Marie's gone 2, 3, and 10 in the first leg. Second leg, 1, 3, and 6. By 1, 7, 10, 11, 13, and 15. By Banker 8. By 1, 5, 9, and 10. By Banker 3. And the spend is 216 Rand. Let's see what Darren Burrows is doing. Darren's had to shoot off to the doctor, so we certainly wish him well and a speedy recovery. We'd love to have him back on Weighted to Win. But he sent us his selections. He's gone 3 and 10 in the first leg of the bar pot. By 1, 3, and 6. By 1, 7, 13, and 15, by Banker 8, by Banker 3, by Banker 3, and the spend is 24 Rand. We're on to race number 2, and this is the first leg of the Place Accumulator. Only 5 horses line up over here, and my only suggestion to the viewers out there is obviously to update your publications because there's a number of scratchings that have come through. In this particular race, number 1, Get in the Queue, as well as number 4, Hot Strike, have been scratched. I'll give you the betting, a fixed odds guide. 3, Winter Baron, 22-10. 5, Vivid Jet, gone 5-2, and it's 3-1 and better bar those. All right, so we're going to join Daryl Marie. Dar, let's get your inputs over here. I'm interested to hear what you have to say about number 6, France Lahar, because I remember being at the course when this horse made its debut. I thought very eye-catching. Next time out was off the bit, a long way from home.
Yeah, he was beaten a long way out, and he didn't really look comfortable around the bend on that occasion, but that was his first start at Greyville. Now he's had that run. I'm hoping he does improve on that effort because he is one of my Place Accumulator inclusions. The stable companion, Winter Baron, I'm not too sure why he ran below par last time out. Is it the fact that it was around the bend or over 1200? At this stage of his career, it seems as he is best over the 1,000 meters. So with the apprentice taking some extra weight off his back, he's going to be my slight preference. But I'm not too keen on this race. I just hope I survive the exotics. I have included the one that was a late scratching, so I don't know if the viewers want to change their perms and possibly put in another in replacement, but I'm not confident going into the first leg with the Place Accumulator.
Yeah, look, it's a small field. It's a trappy field, and there's a lot that's hinged on the fact that France Lahar will have to see if he's come on from that last performance, because eye-catching first performance, a bit disappointing next time out, and I'm hoping that he can put that run behind him. Let's jump into selections. Let's go and see what the guys are doing, being the first leg of the place accumulator. Daryl Marie's gone 1, 3, and 6. Obviously, getting the queue is a scratching, so you can include that with the 3 Winter Baron and the 6 France Lahar. I'm going to have to be an awful tipster to go out in the first leg of the PA there.
Stranger things have happened. Personally, if I had the opportunity of changing it right now, I'd go 3, 6, and I'd put in the 7 Irfan's boy.
All right, so this is merely just a guide. You can add, subtract. The guys do study hard, and this late change has made it a bit difficult. Second leg, 1, 7, 10, 11, 13, 15. By Banker 8 in the third leg. By 1 and 10. By Banker 3. By 2, 5, and 6. By 2, 3, and 5. And the spend is 324 Rand. Race number 2 goes off at 1:05. 13:40, that's the off time of the first leg of the pick 6, and I'm just having a look at the scratchings. 8, 9, 15 and 17 have all been scratched over here in the first leg of the pick 6. Obviously try and update those publications and keep up to speed. Not saying that there can be any more scratchings, but just monitor those scratchings right up until race time. So having a look at this market, I see there's a bit of late support for number 10 over here, Gold Index. That's gone 2-1. 11 Pascali's at 7-2. 7 Future Energy at 9-2, and it's 13-2 and Better Bar those. Daryl Marie's here to help us for race number 3, and I don't think it's going to be easy because a lot relies on the fact that number 10 Gold Index has gone 2-1. Is there any talk about this individual?
There's the comments in the front of the computer form. Will run well, if not green. So they are bullish. I think they would have preferred this race to be up the straight, to be quite honest. Now he's making his debut around the gravel turn. Bar Silvano out of a dam that won one race over 1450. Obviously fancied by the stable. So see if there's any follow through with regards to him. Sorry, struggling over here, Bren.
Yeah, I know that obviously having a look at this race, Dan, I know that you yourself are coughing at the moment, so I will get the doctor to treat you soon.
Darren went today. I'm going tomorrow. Yeah.
Unbelievable. And they say it comes in 3, so I'm probably on my way as well. But this was Pascali as well. I just want to get your input about number 11, Pascali, because I thought improving and coming along the right way.
Yes, certainly. But have a look at what they've done. I mean, he was improved. He did improve in his latest lot over the mile. Now he comes back to the 1200. Their form line has done well. I mean, there's been 2 winners, Caramel Fludge and Zarko. He'll be doing his best work late. Interesting run over here is Future of Energy. Very disappointing since being gelded, but he does come back in trip now. And Keegan DeMello sticks with him. So possibly Keegan got off him last time and said, you know what, it was too far, come back in trip. Having his 3rd run, back in maiden class, he's probably going to be my topic.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into selections. Like I said, Daryl Marie's under pressure at the moment, and as soon as we finish this segment, I'll get the doctor onto him to try and sort him out. Here's the pick 6, 1, 7, 13, and 15 is the selections of Darren Burrows in the first leg of the picky. Second leg is going Banker 8 by Banker 3 by Banker 3 by the 2 big Fs. Field in leg 5 and Field in leg 6. 400 Rand is the spend, and those pick 6s need to be on by 13:40. We're on to race number 4, and this is the first leg of the jackpot. One of a few races today that there's not any scratching that's come through. That can change, like I keep reminding the viewers, with a change from Hollywood Bet Scottsville to Hollywood Bets Greyville. Just keep updating your publications. I will try and keep you up to speed in the studio as well. All right, the betting number 8, Majestic Warrior's gone 14-10. 2 are Vernie King at 7-2. It's 5-1 and Better Bar those. Majestic Warrior 14-10. Good form. Now or never.
Yeah, Brandon, I don't know if you recall his later start. He got sent about his business at the top of the straight, just got caught in the latter stages. I think with a more patient ride coming back in trip, I think it's a 150 meters shorter this time around. I think it's ideal for him to now exit the maiden ranks. Dangers, if there are any, I mean, yeah, you got a horse like Red Piano. He's got fair enough form, but he's got Keegan DeMello from a one draw, having his peak run. So there are a few positives in his corner. And Arvernie King, improved as a gelding, gets his tongue tied fitted for the first time, and he should certainly strip fitter in his second start after that layoff. So in order, I'm going to go 8, 1 and 2.
All right, beautiful. Majestic Warrior, like I say, the form's there, currently 14-10, and I think come race time could be even shorter. Let's go and see what the guys are doing in terms of selections. Being the first jackpots and leg 1, Daryl Marie's going 1, 2 and 8, by 1, 5, 9 and 10, by Banker 3, by 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And the spend is 72 Rand. Those strikes on the totalizator needs to be on by 14.20, so don't get left behind. We're on to race number 5, and this kicks off jackpot 2. Again, there's no scratchings to report over here. I just want to give you the fixed odds betting as some sort of a guide. Number 5, Pewter Sky, has gone 7-2. Number 3, Says Sura, is at 11-2. The 8, Teichman, at 11-2. And it's 6-1 and better bar those. All right, so we're going to go and join Daryl Marie. I think it's quite an open race. I mean, Pewter Sky, not one for maximum faith, but a good run last time out.
Yeah, and that stable can't really do anything wrong at the moment. Allcom's flying. So, yes, if you're going wider, certainly one for your perms. Let's touch on number 10 over here, Al Ravien.
What does that mean there?
The king is coming. And, so how's Kevin Lorena going to go this weekend?
Yeah, well, look, I think it's a massive fight for him, obviously, to be on the undercard of Tyson Fury. I believe this horse has some sort of naming about.
Yeah, apparently he had those words written on his cap when he fought Deontay Wilder. Brandon, do you recall his latest race when he won at Greyville?
I don't.
Okay, so he came into the straight and he went via the scenic route. He just shirked the issue. He didn't want a corner. And it looked like his race was done and dusted, and he fought on doggedly in the dying stages to get up and beat Atlantic City. I know that isn't the strongest of form, but in third was Pirate Prince, who's subsequently won 2 races, and now he's been gelded, and Keegan DeMello sticks with him. I think from a wide draw, they're going to push forward once again, and he has to improve because it was green on that occasion.
Just having a look at the betting of this race, I don't like the look of it, Dare. I must be honest with you. I mean, say Sura, I know that last time out, was it the last run where you guys labelled or the run before?
Darren actually labels him today, interestingly enough. I think I found some value for the viewers. Brandon, have a look at number 1.
That's Question Master, and I'm going to question the Master.
He was as high as a 90. He's down to a 74. He's Bar Master on my fate out of a dam that won over 2,000 or 1950. In my opinion, he's unexposed over this trip, and he's going to love it. So I think he's around about 16-1. Excuse me, Brandon, I'm really struggling. I suggest a nice each-way strike on number 1 at 16-1.
All right, beautiful. Question Master, I can have a bit of that. Jason Gates, one of my favourites, very
How well
strong.
is he riding for Preggy?
No, absolutely, and he's a very good rider. I mean, he deserves the opportunities. I tell you what, there's not a lot that brings you to tears nowadays. I think we've all become numb as humans after coming out of COVID. We're all trying to gather ourselves. But listening to Jason Gates's interview when he won with Canadian Summer, was one of those moments where you definitely got a tear in your eye there, and
Yeah.
well done on him. He deserves the opportunity. So let's hope that Question Master can arrive for us. Let's go and see what we're doing in terms of selections over here. I see that Darren Burrows has tipped us a jackpot 2. He's gone banker 3, say Sura. Then by banker 3 in the next leg, by field. I think he's done a similar thing in his pick 6 as well, and the spend is 100 rand. So that's jackpot 2. Just having a look at the off time, 14:52. Hop-3 is the off time of race number 6, and I'm going to use the word good thing because this does look to be many people's banker on the program. Captain Casey now at 5 to 10 in the markets, and I think there's been a change of ownership over here, Dan. I'm sure that Joe Stravino had some sort of a share.
Yes, he did. This horse, like you say, the banker and probably the best bets on the card. Well, is the best bets on the card. And use it if you are watching this show early on YouTube. Use it in your all to comes because I can't see this getting beaten. He needed his comeback start. That was in the Model Man Mile. Second in that race was the Grade 1 winning filly, Canadian Summer. Gonna strip fit, and he's absolutely slung in over here. 7.5 kilograms best in. I can't see him getting beaten.
Short and sweet. I agree. I think going to take a power of beating. And Sean Veal is also riding very well at the moment, doing a bit of travelling between Durban as well as the Western Cape, Cape Town. And we wish him all the best. Let's go and see what we're doing with selections over here. I see short and sweet on this horse. 5 to 10 is the current price, but does look very hard to beat. The name is Captain Casey. He's a 3-year-old bay colt. He'll be one of the leading lights today, and I think he'll win well over here. It's over 1,600 meters, and it's off at 3:30. On to race number 7 we go. This is the penultimate on today's 8-race program, and the market has number 7, I Am Regal, at 28 to 10. Number 8, Harley's Fate at 9 to 2. Number 2, Lady Serena, has gone 5 to 1. It's 11 to 2, and better bar those. All right, so being the penultimate, 28 to 10 about number 7, I Am Regal. We touched on the fact that Com Naidu's got his yard in good form at the moment. What do you have to say about I Am Regal there?
I'm playing to beat her. I've got healthy respect for her. She could be better than currently rated, and she does have that 4 kilogram apprentice allowance. But she is coming off a 3-month rest, and might just need it, in my opinion. She certainly lacks that racing fitness. I'm leaning towards that same very form line of Mvula Zana. I thought she won extremely well in her later start. She's having her peak run. If you fancy her chances, you have to have healthy respect for number 2, Lady Serena. Or Serena. Yeah, you got Keegan DeMello on a filly that's also having her peak run in good form and is 2 kilograms better off with Mvula Zana. And Magna Marta, very disappointing in her later start, but she was on the back foot from the jump on that occasion. I see they have opted to put a set of blinkers on her, and hopefully she can be handier to the pace this time around, and it certainly wouldn't be a surprise to see her reverse that form.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into selections. Race number 7 goes off at 4:05. It is over 1,400 meters. And I see they're going to go the exacta boxed over here, 2, 5, and 6. Lady Serena in the Johnny Finlayson Silks, the 5 awesome Mvula Zana, as well as number 6, Magna Marta. And I think if you catch this bet, the exacta is going to pay very well. The spend is 6 Rand. Make sure that you're on before 4:05. All things being equal, the last race being race number 8 should go off at about 16:40. The 9 to 2 favourites over here, number 1, Preemptive Strike. Mount Greylock's also just gone 9 to 2. 4, Dunbar at 11 to 2, and at 6 to 1 and better bar those. All right, so we're going to try and get the input of Daryl Marie and see what he likes. Being naturally the last race, we all want to try and make some money. Preemptive Strike is going to be my selection. I know that you like a bit of a shrewd horse, so we had a big price. I just want to get your horse's price. Pedro, 11 to 1, there.
Yeah, I think he's worth a small nibble at those odds. It is a tricky event though, Brandon. I like the fact that his rating has come down. Last time out, they tried him with the blinkers, but he was a bit too keen. So I think back in trip, the pace will certainly be on. I'm hoping he settles in running without those blinkers. And off his current mark, I think he will be very, very competitive. So number 3, my topic, ahead of the likes of number 5, Mount Greylock. Over this course and distance, he really goes well. And he didn't pick up a very big penalty in his later start. He should be considered.
No mention of Miles, so you don't like it.
I'm wondering if he's better on the poly or not. Preemptive strike. What do you think? Not a
Look,
poly horse.
Last time out, I was just of the opinion that maybe he didn't quite get the 14. I mean, he was there to strike, but he didn't really pick up that last bit. But I think Rachel gets some sort of a tune out of this 5-year-old chestnut gelding, and I'd probably race you home for some lunch.
Let's do it. Whereabouts are we having this lunch? Because that's the key. Are we having it at the Michelangelo or are we having it at McDonald's?
Nando's. No, brilliant. I'll treat you to lunch. I'm going preemptive strike, and Daryl likes a bit of Pedro over here. So let's see what happens, and we're looking forward to it. 16:40 is the off time. Let's go and see what we're doing with selections. There we go. Each way, Daryl Marie at a nice price, 11-1. That's number 3, Pedro, and we're looking forward to that one from the Lorenzo Karim yard. Gabriel Peterson, well, he's had a magnificent time up here on the Highveld, and he'll be looking to do some traveling as well back to KwaZulu-Natal. All right, so we're going to go and say thank you very much to Daryl Marie. I know he's been battling a little bit with the coughs, hoping that he doesn't make me sick, but he'll make his way to the doctor after Darren Burrows is back. So, thank you very much. Always good to chat with you, and keep up the good work, and let's see how we go today.
Yeah, just thank you to the viewers for bearing with me. Hopefully, I'll be getting to the doctor as soon as possible and sort this out.
Nothing that a tongue tie can't fit, or rather should I say nothing that a tongue tie can't fix. Will be fitting that tongue tie to Daryl Marie. Well done to him. All right, thank you very much to the crew behind the scenes. We've had Dylan and Cameron. We wish them all the best. They'll be jumping onto those exotics, and from the Waited to Win team, hit them out. Bye-bye.